What's up, guys? It's me, Chad Viper, again. I just want to make this video real quick because y'all are pissing me off in Escalation on Gears of War. This is a video detailing some common mistakes that players make, new coming players, veterans, for whoever who thinks they need it and want to get better. One of the first mistakes I see that kids are making is fucking dying. Just dying. Every time I look at the little death log, such and such has died, such and such has been nashed, such and such has been sniped. Cut that shit out, because y'all pissed me off. I got in an argument with this kid 2 days ago when I was playing in Escalation. We were on Forge Blitz, the new map. Fucking love that map. It's kind of big, but it's just very beautiful. The map is fucking awesome. Check out my other video detailing canals and Forge Blitz. But anyway, he was calling me a scrub and shit by like the 5th round of Escalation. Mind you, he already had 320 seconds time dead. My time dead was about maybe 100 seconds. And that's after like 10 rounds because it was like 5-5. So I'm going back and forth with this kid. He's telling me I suck. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You've been dead for like 5 minutes. Literally. 320 seconds time dead is like 5 minutes. It's a lot of time. Alright? It's like 5 minutes. I'm not even doing the math. Mine was hovering around 100, 120. That's like 2 minutes after like 10 rounds. That's pretty good. I was like 20 and like 5 or something, basically by the end of the game. But he's saying I suck, grab the fucking hill, all this bullshit. I'm like, dog, how can you grab the hill if you're dead? You can't. So please, guys, stay alive. You don't always have to engage. Sometimes it's better to stay alive than even cap the hill. Can't cap the hill if you're dead. Just leave the hill. If you can't take it, if you're going to die fighting for the hill, don't do it. Just stay alive. Wait for your team to spawn, and such. Basically, just stay alive. You know, you'll get the hill back. Just make sure you have home secured, and you'll be okay. Just stay alive. Can't do anything if you're dead. Second common mistake I see players making is I always see one random kid run all the way across the map for C, and we barely even have our home plot secured. What the fuck is that? Why are you all the way the fuck over there by yourself doing nothing with no teams? We barely have our home plot, or we'll barely have B under control, and he's over there running for C. Like, dog, it's a team game. They're spawning right next to you. Why are you over there? Please don't do that. You know, let's set up first and then all push for C simultaneously. That's basically how it's supposed to work. Please don't be that one kid who just runs over the C and dies. Don't do that. That's fucking stupid. You know, unless you're just destroying the other team and it's one of those games where you can basically run around and do whatever you want. But if you're down in the game, please don't do that shit. You just died. They're already flanking our home or whatever. We're going to lose. So please be mindful. Kids not setting up is another problem I have. You know, you should be grabbing home. There should be one kid, maybe one of your teammates between C and B just watching, and you should be putting some pressure on B. Because what you basically want to do after you grab B, you basically want to set up. You don't want to rush straight for C after you grab B because they're about to spawn. You just killed them, so they're going to spawn in like 10 seconds. You know, it's going to take you time to run over from B to C. So you want to set up after you have A and B. Keep them at C, and then rush them down at C. Then after you kill them off, after they got their home, then you grab C and get the trip cap. You want to keep them spawning in the same spot. You want to know where they're spawning. Don't run over there right when they're about to spawn. You want to wipe them out, then grab C while they're not, you know, while their time dead is winding down. So again, be mindful of what's going on in the map, because Escalation you can lose very, very easily. You know, one bad play can cost you an Escalation game, honestly, because the way the trip caps set up. You know, your whole team could be wiped out and you lose, and before you know it, they're secured 2 or all 3 of the plots. So again, please be mindful. Don't do that. And this last note, or I don't know if it's the last one, but I'll try and think some more, is the person who's setting weapons on the map. Because I've seen some kids who they're on top of the scoreboard on your team, so they get to put where the weapons go after you lose a round. And they'll just place power weapon after power weapon after power weapon after power weapon after power weapon. Please be mindful of what you're placing on the map and where you're placing it. Because placing weapons in the wrong spot or at the wrong time could make the game even worse. For example, if you're up in a game, let's say it's like the score's like 3-1 in Escalation, and there's maybe only like sniper on map, and you just lost a round, please don't put another power weapon on the map. That's retarded. Don't put anything. They can use that extra weapon you put as an advantage to come back. If you're already winning, there's really no reason to place anything else on the map. Maybe something small like nades on the opposite side, like a Sid nades or something. But you really don't want to be placing a whole bunch of shit if you're up. I've seen my team, they'll be up and they're placing boom shot and then the other team comes back. Please don't do that shit. Now if you're down and you're placing weapons on the map, you kind of have to see what the other team's doing. Because if you're down, you kind of do want to put weapons on the map. But it can be really, really tricky if you're down. Especially if you're down maybe like 5-1, 5-2, if it's a big gap. So what you notably want to do, you want to take note of where they're going and where they're pushing and what places they're holding down. Because let's say you have sniper at between A and C, and then you have boom shot. You just place boom shot, or maybe something more powerful at B, drop shot, whatever. So you have to be careful. Maybe in that situation you want to all rush that boom shot and just let them have sniper or something. But you put more power weapons on the map if you're down, so at least you get a power weapon. They're not going to get the sniper. If they're really good, they will get sniper and boom shot and wipe your ass out for doing that shit. But if you're down and you put that boom shot over there, they're probably not going to get boom shot and sniper. So what you want to do is if you're down, let's say sniper's between A and C, you put boom shot at B. Most of your team, you want to go get that boom shot, so at least you have a power weapon and they have a power weapon too. That's going to greatly increase your odds of coming back. So guys, just be mindful where you're putting weapons. I've seen by the end of the games, there's weapons like all over the place. Like there's like 2 grenades planted, M-bar, torque bow, and long shot on the map. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Looks a mess. Where am I supposed to go right now? So guys, please be mindful where you're putting weapons. Now as far as like shotgun battles and stuff like that, I know most kids just want to run in and just destroy kids with the shotgun and stuff like that. Please don't do that either. When you start a game, another pet peeve of mine, when you start a escalation game, you mostly want to have your lancer out. I don't know why kids are just running in there with their shotguns. I do support trying to get the plot first as fast as possible, but you notably want to have your lancer out. You want to try and lancer them down before you even get into shotgun battles in the first place, because you can lose the shotgun battle real easily, and then they're right there at the plot. So please guys, lancers out. Let's try and lancer them down first, and see what happens. If that doesn't work, then you might have to try and push in with shotgun or power weapon or something. It's always helpful to maybe have. You could even do it like this. 3 people have lancers out, and then you send 1 person in with the shotgun into a plot. But at least you can cover them with the lancer while they're in the shotgun battle. That way they have to get less shotgun shots off to down the opponent or kill them. So guys, please remember, lancers out unless the situation isn't granting that. Maybe they're rushing you down because you're lancering. But be mindful of what's going on. Another pet peeve I have is kids just not really paying attention. Please watch what's going on the map. Try and set up to the best of your ability. Then again, if it's not allowed, then don't go for it. That's all I got to say. But Escalation is pretty freaking cool. Try to play with a team. It'll make it much more easier. I'm currently in Onyx, so I'm leveling up as well. But those are just some of my things that can help you get better in Escalation. Just be mindful. I don't expect everyone to win like every shotgun battle. That's not the problem. The problem isn't that you lost that shotgun battle. That's probably irrelevant. The problem is kids not paying attention. All the things I just outlined. I'm not worried about, oh, you just got out shotgun. That's, everybody's going to get out shottied or outlancered or outsniped. That's not really a big deal. You know, I only hate it when kids don't follow those guidelines I listed earlier in the video. So I'm not really worried about getting outshottied. I get outshottied. You're gonna outshotty kids. It's part of the game. But guys, I hope this vid helps you level up. Please hit that subscribe button. There'll be a lot more content coming. Try and get gears back to what it used to be. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Chad Viper out.